Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the WePlay Dota 2 League. I'm LD, he's Luminous, and it's time for Poseidon versus Na'Vi, Game 2.
All right. I like this draft coming out of Poseidon.
Poisson.
Because they got the Poseidon.
Poseidon.
Yeah,
Poseidon. Game 1 did go to Na'Vi. It's not a best of 3, though, so you just got to win as many games as you can, and the 2-game set. If Poseidon don't take this game, then Na'Vi improves to 4-0, and they suddenly have the inside track for first place in the group, perhaps.
Yep.
So, along with rox.kis.
This is just personal opinions and such. What do you like about? Do you like your standard best of 3? I want to see the better team win.
Oh no.
Or do you like the group stage match where the better team has to show a game every single day to have as many points as possible?
Well, I like the best of 2 format a lot better, mainly because it's way easier from a scheduling standpoint. You know how many games there are each day.
Right.
So, especially in the European scene, you have so many other tournaments going on. If you have a best of 3 and maybe it goes 3 games, I mean, I know for some of the Dota 2 lounge bets, people don't like it, but from an organizing standpoint, you have 2 games, it's probably going to be about 2 hours. With the best of 3, it could be an hour, could be 3.
What about from a fan standpoint? You see Alliance versus Liquid, they end 1-1, and you're like, come on.
I mean, of course you like the best of 3.
Yeah.
You have the chance to get an extra game between 2 teams, but at the same time, if there's teams you don't really want to watch or you just want to get to the good game, now you got to slog through a best of 3 with the teams that you don't really enjoy. So it goes both ways.
All right, so Poseidon with the Abidon and Treant Protector. This is the lineup they use. Now, yesterday when Gods and I were just drooling over this lineup, they had OD, and we both think that OD was kind of the core here. Sure, you have Treant Protector, you have a Photic Shield, but OD kind of tied things together. It made killing a single hero so hard, and the 4-second added in with the Astral Imprisonment, it adds to that part. I don't know what they're gonna replace the OD with. Yeah,
and the other thing is that Astral Imprisonment gives you time for a Photic Shield to cool down, for the Abaddon Death Coil to cool down,
the Living Armor,
and Living Armor.
So
you don't really get that with Sakuchi or Time Lapse.
Yeah. So I guess Shadow Demon's the most similar regard to Astral Imprisonment, but you don't go carry SD mid. That has a different effect.
Yeah, I think they've pretty much got their supports at this point. So, do we go for a KSI Nature's Prophet here? Also denying that to Na'Vi. I mean, I guess Na'Vi's probably not going for it since they have the Dark Seer for Funnick. So it's more just Poseidon want to pick it up.
Yeah, they like to go like dual off lane. So Abaddon and Weaver is probably going to be the off lane. They're looking to pick up a solo mid and most likely a Drow Ranger for the last pick up. The Drow Ranger is important because it gives Weaver and whoever the range solo
a lot
mid
more
is
damage.
A ton of damage. You can't trade hits with them because they have living armor and plus damage. You can't outfarm them. And this actually is going to kill you with frost arrows and such like that.
And you just push incredibly hard as well.
Yeah.
So if they go for the Drow, then what's that third farmer? It should be a ranged hero. And I guess the question is who?
Insert blank range hero. Sniper. I don't know.
There's your Drow. Once
there you
again,
go.
They're going to go to it again. Na'Vi, I imagine, has probably at least heard of it before, because Poseidon has done it in WePlay, but
time to play Plus Seeker, man.
I doubt they spent a lot of time preparing for it. It is just a group stage match from their perspective. So let's see if Puppy can come pull something out of the hat.
Isn't Bloodseeker like the best hero against this draft? Shuts down living armor. Rupture's really good against Weaver.
Yeah, Time Lapse doesn't remove it.
Actually, Rupture's good against Drow Ranger because Drow Ranger probably gonna look to get a BKB, right? And BKB now does not block Rupture damage. I'm just saying. I want to see Rupture, and I want to see Dendy.
If there were ever a game where Bloodseeker would be good, maybe this is that game. But I would say even in a game where Bloodseeker is better than normal,
he's still a bad.
He's still a Bloodseeker. He's still.
That's so sad.
It's like a bad player having a good game. Doesn't mean they're suddenly a good player.
I like Night Stalker quite a bit as well. Although you're diving into Miscoil, Photic Shield, Living Armor, etc., etc. So, I mean, if this is S4, I'm gonna say, hey, pick a Night Stalker, but. I haven't seen
get that armlet, get the basher.
Yeah. I haven't seen Dendy play Night Stalker for quite a bit.
Yeah, there's always that slight chance of a Dendy solo mid wisp. They did it before on a certain big stage, you might say.
Okay. What about Pudge? Is this a Pudge game?
Well, they changed the Chen fountain hooks. They don't work anymore. Can you do relocate fountain hooks?
I believe you can. But no, forget about the just Pudge like standard. Hey, I'm gonna
called it. Okay, so this will be nice against Living Armor.
I just want to see a Pudge. I don't really care what's going on here.
And they've got this is a good game to be Pudge though. Like he's got a lot of assistance. Wisp relocates, Wisp giving him more mana. Darkseer Surge, Ion Shell. That's a pretty scary beast. And They have a lot of good ways to deal with.
But here's the thing, though. What the hell do you do for the mid lane? Because you know the range hero's coming.
Puppy sends some assistance.
Harpy Stormcrafter. That's the
Harpy Stormcrafter.
There you go. That's the answer to any mid game situation. Okay. Ban out Queen of Pain to protect that Pudge. I like it.
I mean, is it gonna be the Drow mid?
No, they want the Drow to have
safe lane Drow.
Safe and for sure kind of thing. Safe and sound.
Safe and sound indeed. So now looking for that third core, probably a ranged hero. I mean, I don't know. Nature's Prophet is kind of your most versatile option, but you're up against Wisp. Who else would you go for?
We're saying Sniper, man.
Sniper? Flumy, please.
I mean, Sniper headshot against a Pudge?
I mean, maybe even something like a Gyrocopter, just to give them some team fight, some good burst damage. They feel a bit lacking there, and I mean, ultimately, hey, True Shot R that also splashes, that's even better.
I feel like we're forgetting some obvious hero here, like...
Medusa?
Well, no, that's... Okay,
Oh,
that's obvious hero.
How is that hero first banned like every game in WPC Ace and last picked or ignored?
It's like the Wisp. It's the same story, man.
It's very funny how those.
Where's Elder Titan in all of this?
And then you have like Spirit Breaker just isn't really a factor in most of the European games, but you'll see him occasionally in NA Dota.
Yeah.
You'll see him occasionally for Ice Ice Ice, but that's only because he's Ice Ice Ice.
All right, so what is Havos playing?
10 seconds remaining.
Weaver, no. Lifestealer, no. What else is there?
Remaining.
Alchemist?
Yeah.
Riki.
Oh, Riki Wisp! I was asking for it earlier today. You wanted PA Wisp. This is your classic Pinoy combo.
Yeah, I love this.
Riki Wisp. It's really good. I mean, you just blink and then tether. It works like the PA, but you also have Cloud on top of it, which means that they can't really do much. It could potentially against a hero like Tree as well. If he can't get off his living armor, it's very devastating. And I think the biggest one is the Weaver. You just blink on top of him, can't time lapse, can instantly die to that tether stun. So I think this is a bold move.
Yeah, I think the last time we talked about why we don't see as many Riki is really Force Staff being one of the big boogeymen against them. There's no Force Staff buyers right now. And I don't think Abaddon and Tree and Protector is going to have enough gold to buy a Force Staff.
Yeah, they're not good farmers.
Yeah. So this should be extremely exciting.
And it's an aggressive lineup from Na'Vi.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, Riki Wisp, Na'Vi showing a little Pinoy flair here. Let's see if they can make it work on the Radiant side. Dendi going mid on the Pudge. Kuroki will be playing the EO, the Wisp. Pavost heading towards the top lane.
Ooh.
Early Poor Man's Shield. I imagine will get some help in this lane. Puppy on the Enchantress. And last but not least, that leaves Funnick on the safe lane as the Darkseer. Looks like Na'Vi may be looking to go aggressive tri-lane.
Aggressive tri-lane against a Drow as well as a Living Armor Tree and Protector.
They can't actually be thinking they're going to get kills here, can they?
I mean, Blink Strike and
The
Tether and
thing
Spirit.
is, Riki needs a lot of levels before his damage output is really reliable. Like, Blink Strikes has a huge cooldown at level 1. You want to level up your backstab, and you need at least 1 point in Cloud.
No. Here's really the question that I have a lot against teams that play against this combo. They just let the Treant to do whatever they want. So my question is, why don't you either ward off the pool camp here so Treant just don't get level, or you just send a jungler at them? Like Puppy could just straight up take your creeps, run a Centaur at the Treant, and what's Treant gonna do? Fight the Centaur? Like, it's just not gonna work out. But I say that, and they're now switching back to the defensive lanes.
So in the end, Funnick either off lane or jungle. It looks like, which I think is is it? Pavost now coming back towards top. So maybe Na'Vi will go aggressive.
Make up your mind, guys.
I mean, if they are expecting Poseidon to do the dual lanes that you mentioned, then I mean, you can at least slow down the farming and challenge the poles, even if you can't easily get kills.
Okay.
And if the Abaddon's bottom, then you don't get Aphotic Shield in this tri-lane.
Well, C is kind of going up top. Yeah, actually, Abaddon's going to give them a south, and Abaddon's going to go up top, so they scout out the offensive try.
They want the Abaddon in that lane. You can have the tree wherever you want.
Right. But the problem is, where the hell is your 2 melee support going to get any experience? And obviously, Navi's going to be blocking off the pull camp. I think Navi's figured it out. Like, if you don't get the pull off, these two are literally glorified melee creeps with some defensive capability.
Taking a quick look at the other lanes, I do agree with you there. Before things get too hectic, Troll mid versus Pudge. Dendi mainly just here for his levels, doesn't need to win in terms of farm, and he's not going to unless there's a big misplay by Tame My Wild. Ultimately, Troll should crush in this matchup.
Okay.
Safe lane, Darkseer against an off lane Weaver. Probably nobody's going to die and both are going to farm.
Yep. And
of course, we said that. I think there was an Alienware Cup game where we're like, Darkseer versus Weaver. It's going to be a farm fest, and then Funnick ended up getting like 2 solo kills against the enemy Weaver. So anything is possible.
All right, up top is I guess a lane that we expect to have most kills. Havos on this Riki. This is a sick mask of the Tehillan watch. Okay.
Yeah, you're focusing on the important stuff here.
I know.
Which is good.
You gotta make sure you know where your rares are going to.
Yeah. Make sure you're getting the good rares. Yeah. Imagine if you could choose what rares you want.
Man.
That would be pretty sweet.
That's some real life stuff.
That would be a programming and logistical nightmare for Dota 2 Labs, though, I imagine.
All
so
right.
on that note, they are putting a lot of pressure on this lane, Kuroki.
Okay.
Maybe they look to dive.
Okay.
They've got a tether.
Okay.
They want the drow. They want to catch her out. But remember, there is a Photic shield. The stomp comes through. Blink is there. No tether stun yet. Now living armor. Turning it around a bit, but running too far away from the tower. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. First blood will go against living armor. Against the Photic shield. Now they drop a cloud. They're trying to bring Sakura down too. Jottam as well. Stomp cooling down in 5 seconds. I think, no. Are they going to get a double? Not quite. Maybe. Oh, still diving. Going deep. Where's that Photic shield? They have another one, but Jottam is triangulating his way through the trees. Won't be able to get out. Now the turnaround may come. No, another stun from the tether. Is it going to be enough? They get 3. Na'Vi just massacring the vaunted Trian Abaddon dual lane. 4-1. 2 minutes in.
He's got Salsho. He's absolutely fine. Who would have knew that to beat an Abaddon Trian dual lane, you dive? How do you dive this lane? But they just did it. What's going on?
Even just getting level 3 is a big difference. And meanwhile, while that's happening, Dendi solo killing the mid lane. So, what do you do now if you're Poseidon? Do you just lose at this point?
You know, there's some game I say, hey guys, the game's done. We're done with this cast. I think this is really valid here because what do you do here with the level 1 tree or level 2 tree now, as well as level 2 Abaddon, level 3 Abaddon, I guess.
3 minutes in, Na'Vi are leading by 2,000 gold and 2,000 experience and 5-1 kill score.
All right,
and the one lane where they haven't gotten a kill, Funnick is winning there too. 18-1 of the 16-1 of Weaver. Maybe slightly losing.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's no big deal.
This is not looking good.
It's not all. Puppy gonna get tethered up, or are they gonna make that dive one more time? It's just like a very slow dive. Navi says, all right, we're gonna cut off your creep wave first. We farm your neutral camp. We farm these creeps, and then we're gonna see the dive coming in.
I guess the one big weakness of this tri-lane is they don't have the best heroes to punish creep dives in general.
Yeah, they have no stuns.
They have no AoE and they have no stuns or even snares. So they're exploiting that, and this wraparound is going to be painful.
Oh man,
somebody's going down.
All right, where's the tether? They're going to go on Jottam. Jottam living armor coming on, but they already got a Orb of Venom. Look at the damage output. The Stomp's going to go on, and right now we're going to have Airman. He's going to go down. Well, that's another 2 kill on a dive. They're not done yet. Blink Strike's ready right now.
Oh, another Blake from long range downtown. Sakura caught out, living armored up, will a Photic shield, but Havos just chews through it. Puppy, another kill for him. 8-1. Total stomp coming out from Na'Vi. And Photic's gonna have a really fast mech. And when you're leading 8-1 and you get a really fast mech,
oh, mid lane hook into a bite under the tower. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't.
Mess just
what's going on? Is this real life?
I mean, you said, Lumi, that Na'Vi has been playing to win. They've been playing for keeps, and I gotta say, the picks might have looked unconventional, but they're playing for keeps, man.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
And Poseidon just getting completely figured out, at least in this game. I don't know what they do.
I'm sad for this combo because we're never gonna see this combo work again. If there's one team figured it out, that means every other team's gonna figure it out.
Well, I mean, if you draft differently, I'm sure there are ways to deal with it, but I think one of the interesting things is just how tanky Havost has been. I mean, even when he's taking power shots with the poor man shield and just
start with like
all his armor.
Yeah, 6 base armor, I think you start with, or 5, or something ridiculous.
And now he's sitting at 8, and then you give him maybe some tether regen as well. You don't think of Riki as a tank, and he does have a low HP pool, but in some senses he is very hard to bring down.
I mean, when you're right-clicking with Drow Ranger, yeah, you could tank that all day long. When you're tanking only the tower, so your 6 armor, your poor man shield goes a long, long way.
And speaking of Drow Ranger and just the tri-lane in general, for Poseidon, they absolutely must get boots as quickly as possible, but because without that, Riki's just going to run you down with phase boots, blink into a tether stun, and you're just dead.
Yep.
Unfortunately, well, it doesn't even have the lane to farm in. Puppy's zoning them out. Tri-lane just completely in shambles, and they're going to take this tower top soon. I just don't see any defense in sight for Poseidon. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Funnick being chased to the rune by KSI, but the tier 1 falls top. This is like DTS style almost. DTS 2010. Just,
yeah.
I mean, I wasn't Riki Wisp tri-lanes, but, well, another jump in from Havos. One more hit. Yep. Easy kills.
That's gonna
now
be
got him. Double for Havos. Make it a triple, because I do not see this Drow getting out of here. Stunned up, brought down, 13-1. Absolute just slaughterhouse.
You know, one of those pop games, relocate already being used. Where is he going? We're going home. All right, all right. What the hell?
Could have probably just gone mid, even into the DD troll and killed him. But
all right, I guess they.
You want bottom lane? Is there any chance Funnick dies here? No, not really.
All right, this is there's a fountain trip. I've ever seen one.
Havost almost has a Yasha. While that was happening, actually Funnick does go down bottom lane, so they get a nice kill. He's still gonna have a fairly fast mech, especially if Na'Vi get more towers. And we may see them dive again. Already max Blink Strike, not going for the max backstab, which is the farming build. Diving deep, dropping the cloud. Sakura in all sorts of trouble. Brought down by one more auto attack, and now no boots, Drow Ranger. See ya, buddy.
Space boot, tether? Oh, come on. No chance. 2-3 hits. That's going to be yet another double kill.
The Drow Ranger is the core hero in this strategy.
Yes. And
they can just have
like, you put him safe lane to give him that
done.
protection.
They are cooked. Their goose is cooked, man.
Meanwhile, mid lane, we're gonna see a gank party coming his way, and I'm not sure whether Tame My Wow.
I'm very sure he's not getting out of this one. He might do some damage, but not enough.
Yeah, Wisp gets the kill that one. I think this is where you just GG. Like it's
normally I don't like to say it,
but come on.
Drow is just crucial to their strategy. It's all about getting the early aura and pushing. Funnick will go down bottom lane, but drops the wall, turns around, now top lane. Huge aggression, back into the meat grinder, just shows her face and immediately dies. And they're going to dive the fountain, or at least the base.
Dropping the wall for high ground vision.
Let's go, baby. One more right click, and they might even go for this kill as well. No, not with the axis.
Kuroki got to relocate back out. He's safe. All right.
I think they can go back in here.
Yeah, they can. By all of Yasha being picked up here on Riki. Don't abandon, all right, Kuroki? No abandoning here. Go back together as a team.
Let's see. 1 second
to
go.
You should ditch, man.
Yeah, you should totally ditch that.
Where's the smoke? Havos!
He's got a fresh tether right on the smoke, but now caught out, but in comes the cavalry. Another hook, another kill. One falls. Hasted Dendy. This Pudge has some serious moves. Weaver, though, maybe can turn this around a bit. Do some chip damage. One more blink. They do have a cloud. Back into the fray comes Dendy. Then he says, thinks better of it. Will run away.
He's got hook. Dendy never runs away without firing another hook.
He's baiting because they have backup coming. Funnick's about to join the fight. Hook to fly. Will not connect. And Dendy's going to go down. Nice little kill. No, denied.
Okay, Havos got Iron Shell. It's not going to work. He's invisible. There's no detection whatsoever. He just 3 strikes. Kills one. He's now looking for the Drow Ranger. Drow Ranger, no boots. There's a buyback coming out from the Tro.
Yeah, TP back in. They're going to try and keep at least the Drow Ranger alive for now. Denny getting slowed down. They're diving deep. It's all up to this Weaver. Could maybe kill Puppy. Could maybe kill quite a few heroes, but gets clouded. Gets hooked. Blown up. Absolutely melted. 3 dead. It's just it's too much.
25-4. They're not done yet. High ground. Havos gets a tether stun. It's going to be a triple steal.
25-5. 9.5 minutes in. GG coming any second. There's just no way.
LD, have you ever seen a game where relocate has only been used for fountain trips? Because I have not.
This might be that game with me. There's no you can't really use relocate offensively because Poseidon are never on the map. They're I guess by the time you see them, you're already standing next to them anyway. So, boy. They're about to have Sanji Asha.
Yeah, Havos, go to SMY. This is every pop player's wet dream, man. Come on.
He's going to have close to max move speed, and frankly, that HP is great early on.
Tree on the bot lane. Here comes the relocate. Jada, 3-shot it.
Just brutal. That's an execution right there. They can go right. Well, there's your relocate gang clip.
All right, we got one.
Well, the streak has been broken.
10 minutes in.
Still, got to be happy with it. Dendy looking for a hook mid, and Funnick baiting so obviously. This is the most obvious Pudge is lurking in the trees I've ever seen.
Okay, it looks like Havos gone for a Vlad's, which is not too bad. Armor, it's all good.
Oh, is this an all-time record? I mean, I know there was that one mouse sports game.
Yeah,
that old mouse.
That got like 20 kills in the first 5 minutes.
Okay, this is pretty close though. I mean, for a game that doesn't have a level 1 Roche attempt at least involved, because that obviously escalates things. It's close. It's been a good start. The Na'Vi looking like they're going to be 4-0 after this game. Still diving. Puppy leading the way. Diving Jodem. Slowing him up. He's got imps. And Jodem in a lot of trouble. While that was happening, Dendy hits a big hook. They're diving Jodem. They'll get that kill too. And KSI doing his best to push and slow things down in the top lane.
All right.
And finally, they've had enough. I mean, I'll give them credit. They took their licks.
Yeah.
They took a lot of licks.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Well, I guess we're going to have a bit of downtime here before our next match.
Who knew we're going to have an 11-minute game?
So this whole series, how long did it take?
Game 1 was pretty long. It was like a good
hour and a half with the breaks and the drafts. The draft was like longer than the game, I think, for this one.
Wow. It was close. It was close.
Quite a series.
09 Drow, please report.
Oh, I thought someone said that in chat.
No.
I was going to say that's very rude.
Drow picker.
It's just
me.
You
just
being
me.
rude.
Yeah.
So. Well, Na'Vi 4-0 in Group D now. And
what a way to get a 4-0. Come on.
And what a way. Not only do they just stomp their opponents, but they do it with a Riki, which I miss
and
Riki.
A Pudge.
And a Pudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like as awesome as Dendy's Pudge. We see Pudge a lot. We don't see the Riki too often.
That's true.
I want more Riki. I miss like when he was kind of the go-to counter for anti-mage.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, that was a
and
little.
One hero is now in the CM pool, and one hero not really.
Yeah. The times have changed. Well, guys, I believe we have one more set coming up. Kawa, do you have our schedule for us? Because I don't actually remember offhand. It is going to be Fnatic versus rox.kis. That's a really big match. I think that's maybe the most important match as far as deciding who's going to advance in the group.
Yeah, so rox.kis, if they 2-0 Fnatic, they get themselves a spot moving on. Fnatic needs to win every single game remaining to get themselves a guaranteed second place.
Yeah, otherwise they have a chance if it comes to tiebreakers, but they don't control their own destiny unless they win out 6-0.
Yeah.
And Kaspersky 4-0 already, tied with Na'Vi now for the top of the group. They're in control.
4-2.
Are they 4-2?
Yeah, Na'Vi beat them yesterday.
Okay, so then they're 4-2.
Are they 4-2? Yeah,
okay, you're right. I just got here.
Yeah,
so.
No problem.
4-0 for Na'Vi, so they have the inside track for first. And Poseidon now no longer in control of their own fate.
Yeah.
Kaspersky, if they win out, they can just take the group. Poseidon, at best, are going to be tied with Na'Vi, and Na'Vi beat them head-to-head, so I imagine they would advance over them. So I think Poseidon might be done. I'm not sure about the tiebreaker rules.
If rox.kis gets 4-4 and Fnatic also gets 4-4, you could see in some universe where three-way tie.
Yeah, well, I'd say it's very unlikely.
Yeah,
it's not impossible. But with that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be coming back. When are we coming back, Kawa? 18? Okay, 30 minutes. So, guys, we're going to take a 25 to 30-minute break. When we come back, we'll be live with Rox Kaspersky versus Fnatic. Best of two. Very important match to decide who's going to advance in Group D.